Hey Virgo, I'm back with your cards, so let's get started. The underlying theme or overarching energy for this spread is the King of Swords. Zoe, once again, poking her head around. Okay, the King of Swords is masculine air sign energy. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. When I see this individual, I think of someone who uses their words or their mental faculties to that's their power. That's their skill set. Their intellectual, possible scholar, that sort of thing. The fact that they're in the upright means that this could be you or the attitude that you are employing. It could also be somebody coming to your defense. In a very mundane sense, I see the swords cards, especially in the upright, as like a lawyer or advocate, somebody standing up and defending somebody else. If the King of Swords is to represent an individual, this would be somebody who is mature, somebody who acts as though they are an adult, even if they are young. But if you're looking for an age range, I see the King as 40 plus. Now, the first card in the top three for clarity is the Page of Wands in reverse. The Page of Wands I see as someone who is younger, teenage to mid-20s. The page is childish and immature. This could be somebody that you're dealing with or somebody that you're forced to interact with during the holiday season even. Could be as mundane as that. The wands represent fire sign energy. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It could be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. If it's not an individual, then it's definitely a message, a messenger, or like an argument that you are in some way being witness to. The second card is the Queen of Swords in reverse. I see this individual as someone who is argumentative, subjective, this person could use words to hurt or argues just for the sake of arguing. Whenever I see the swords cards in reverse in the court cards, I think of misinformation, and this can be through either intent or through misintent, through what's the word? Through no malice of their own. They're regurgitating what they've been told, but that's not always the case. I just don't want to be the kind of reader that's like, they're lying to you, because that doesn't necessarily, it's not the case for every situation. I just try to give you what I see and how I see it. It could be that you're dealing with, like a mom and her son, and for whatever reason, it's, they're at each other's throats, I guess, over the holidays. And you're the one who has to come in and kind of play mediator, is one way that I see it turning out. Is really one of the main ways I see it turning out, because there's a lot of characters in this spread. The only card that isn't a character card is a Major Arcana card, and it was your third card in the top three for clarity. It is the 7, the first numerology, or the first number of this spread. Numerology. I read the numbers a different way than most readers do, because I'm weird like that. I see the numbers, or reduce the numbers down for the numbers 1 through 12 for the astrological houses. So the 7 represents the 7th house, and that's the house that Libra rules. So it may involve a Libra. I think about the duplicitous signs when I see the Chariot, because of these sphinxes down here, the black and the white. Without the light, there can be no dark, and vice versa. So I think about the duplicitous signs. I think about the Pisces. I think about the Geminis. I think about the Librans when I see this card, because of these guys down here. This card traditionally represents the zodiac sign of Cancer, I can't really give you the reasoning behind that, except for maybe these little crescent moons for the shoulder pads right there. It's supposed to represent tradition. It's also known as achievement through self-effort or self-mastery. It's being able to grab life by the reins and keep it on the road, if you will, keeping it together. The fact that it's in the upright is a really nice omen. When I see the Chariot, I also think of transportation, because the Chariot is a means of transport. So your vehicle, just make sure that you've done all of your, just do a pre-trip check before you hit the road if you're traveling. If you are going by air, and I do see these wings as air travel, it may be that your flight gets delayed and you have to deal with people bitching and whining and complaining like they're the only ones that have to deal with that problem. It's just another way that I see it playing out. But the outcome, the best way for you to handle it is to be this King of Swords and be authentic, but be cerebral, be about the facts, understand the case, understand the arguments at hand. And, or you may be dealing with somebody in the legal field or something of that nature. But you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords upright. Got a lot of air signs playing out in your world for you, possibly. Now, I did the math on this spread, and the only number that showed up was 7, and I've already spoken about that house, but it's the house of Libra, the house of open enemies. It's the house of counseling. It's the house of your partnerships and relationships and how you identify who you are as a human being through those relationships and those day-to-day interactions, people that you deal with on a very regular basis. So, Virgo, I'm going to transition over to the Oracle cards now. And the first card that I pulled for you is one that has shown up quite a bit in this series. It's the Power of Attraction, the number 13 card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. 1 + 3 is 4, and that speaks to the House of Cancer, the House of Home and Family, or your roots and your foundation. Could possibly mean something to some of you out there. But this card, I feel like it's popping up because we just got finished going through the 11/11 twin flame portal day, if you will. I don't like to talk about that very much. I feel like it's really discussed too much as it is. I think that's a pretty sacred union, so I try to give it the respect that it's due. But this is a card that does indicate that you could be dealing with somebody of that level or caliber in your world, or just a soulmate. Soulmates aren't necessarily the person that completes you, a la Jerry Maguire. Soulmates can be friends. Soulmates can be enemies. Soulmates can be parents. Soulmates can be children. Soulmates can be the person that calls 911 in the middle of the night to save your life in the middle of, when your house is on fire. Soulmates can be those kind of people that are pivotal in your life, and you don't have to know them long. You could have known them your whole life. It really depends. But if you are watching a video like this, then you're of the sensitive variety, I assume, or I would like to believe you're sensitively inclined, and you have an instinct when you're around somebody that you have a soul contract with. This card, though, when I see it, indicates that you're capable of attracting exactly who or what you need to bring the chapter or the cycle that you're in to fruition and a happy closure. This is a very, 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 very fertile time for you right now. If you aren't looking to create children, then put this towards artistic endeavors or crafting. Even if it's writing or journaling, that would also be very, very good for you. Understand that creation is a process of edits, and that the first version is never going to look like the final version. Artistic edits are required now in your creative life, but also in your life as well. This is a powerful time of attraction and for attraction, and you've got nothing but, you've got more than, but you've got a lot of 5th house energy playing out, and that very much is the house of romance and the house of falling in love. So if that's the case for you, congratulations, Virgo. Now, the second card that I pulled for you is the 42nd card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. It reads, "The word wants to be written," and there are monarch butterflies all over this card. So go Google monarch butterfly animal totem or spirit animal symbiology, however you are so drawn to look it up, but there may be resonant messages for you there just through that picture alone. But let's go further. 4 plus 2 is 6. This speaks to the Virgo, that's you, Virgo ruled house, of work and health or competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. It also speaks to the daily grind. This card very much indicates that journaling would be very beneficial for some of you now, and for a very, very, very small number of you. And those of you who know what I'm speaking about on the topic, automatic writing could also be very beneficial for you as a means of counseling or healing. Now, what you love to do comes naturally to you. So honor that gift, because some people really have to struggle to find that. This is an invitation to your empowerment through your creative endeavors and pursuits. I already said, write, journal. If you're of the writing variety, then do as much writing as you can. That would be good for you. But it would also be a powerful time for reading, for your empowerment and your enrichment. Those books that you go to time and again that just kind of nourish your soul, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So Virgo, that's what I see going on for you in December. I hope that you have a happy holiday season. I hope that you are making memories with your friends and family, because those are things that you don't have to buy and that no one can ever take from you. Please employ your self-care measures. Be kind to yourself. Save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through private battles in our own worlds that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. And it's the holidays, y'all. Be kind. I hope that you're well. And I'll see you at the mid-month reading